Welcome back to Mythic Machines. In today's episode, we're going to be building my toolbox for my Suburban. So I'm going to be building a drawer box, toolbox kind of deal for my Suburban. That's going to go in the back. So before I show you the toolbox I'm going to be building, welding all together, I'm going to show you my truck and why I'm going to be building it. Alright, so this is my 1990 Chevy Suburban. This is my daily driver because this one broke. But I drive it and I use it for work. And I got barn doors in the back instead of the tool gate. But you see, I keep some of my tools in the back here, which they're all just kind of stuffed in the corner for right now, and they float around, they fall around, and they slide around in the corners. So I'm going to be building a toolbox that's going to fit in the back here. So it's going to go from right here where my spare tire goes to here against the wall. So I think it was 46 inches all the way across. And I'm doing 6 inches high. So it's going to be tucked to the back here of the seat. And it's going to end about right here, I think it was, forward. So I still have some room to deal with it. And it's going to be a flat top. But I don't have to describe it, I'll just show you what it looks like. But this is where it's going, and this is why I'm getting it, because I don't have all my tools in here, I just have what little stuff I needed over the past. Alright, so you saw what it's going to go into, what is pretty much how I measured everything out, where I want to put it, and all that. Time to show what the actual box is not complete yet, but it's going to look like pretty much in the end. So I'll give you a little bam. That's it. That is what it's going to look like. Well, you see, that's got 3 drawers. That's going to have 3 drawers, and it's going to have one big slot in the back here for all the bigger ratchets and stuff I need to put back there. Pipe wrenches, whatever else I need for that. So these are the drawers here. And everything's already been bent out and shaped, so it just needs to be put together and welded. I got a bunch of these, which are pretty much spacers. So I make my own organization space mount of the drawers. This is the lid for the back, and that's the back, and this is the front of the drawers right here. Now the drawers aren't going to be on rollers or anything. I'm going to have about 2-inch wide plastic ordeals that's going to be slid in there, glued to the bottom, and that's what's going to be the drawers are going to slide on top of. But we'll be putting those in first before we start welding anything in. So everything you see here for the box is cut out with it's cut out on the plasma table, and then bent with the press brake. And then my brother drew it up on CAD, so I pretty much gave him a little sketch of what I wanted, measurements and everything. He drew it up on CAD, put the CAD drawing through the plasma table, had the plasma table cut it out, bent everything with a brake, and brought it all over. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like in the end, other than the drawers are not in it and my back top isn't on. But that's kind of barely what it's going to resemble That's how big it's going to be. And that's going to be it. So now just got to assemble, weld everything together, and get her in. Okay. So, traded the box and everything. The first thing I got to do with it is make my little plastic slides here. So this is what I'm using. This is what it is. So I gotta take the top off here. Set to the side. Alright. So these are going to go on the bottom, under the drawer, and it's just slide on top of it, instead of having rollers or anything like that. So it's just a little thin piece thing, plastic. Yeah, but I'm pretty much just going to have it from the back to the front. Measure it. And then to cut it, I would use razor blade, but I couldn't find one. As I couldn't find my razor blade handle. But I did find these little scissor shears deal that I'm going to be using this instead. They work, they cut it. There you go. That's my little that's what I'm using instead of rollers, anything like that. And it's still going to give me my full slide function. It's going to be able to slide on pretty easily. The last one for there. And I got my other strip of it. Okay, so I got them all cut, got them all laid out. As you can see here, I'm not going to be putting them directly in the corner. And put them down in the middle, somewhat evenly spaced, kind of like that. So I don't have my drawer. So this is my drawer here. And it's going to sit right there. And it's just going to slide on top like that. So, they slide pretty easily and make it nice. Now to keep my little sliding plastics in place, I'm going to be gluing them down. Which I need glue. I forgot to get glue. So I'll be back when I have glue. I'm back, and this is the glue that I'm using. And this is the glue that I'll be using. It is a AC500 Metro Peel. It's a 2-part glue, and this is what I'm going to be using to glue. First things first, I had to clean off everything. So I clean off all my plastics. I clean off my box where it's going to be, and how to apply this stuff. So I'm going to put just a little bit all around my edges. And a little down the middle. And you can see, that's one part. And the other part is this aerosol can. Now you take it, spray where you want it. Says let it evaporate. So you put them together, they bond, and you wait about, I think it says 12 seconds. And voila, it's glued. So I'm gonna do that with all of them. So after that, I'm gonna put my top piece back on, and I'm gonna tack it in. I'm gonna tack my top, my corners and everything in, and that's what's next. All right, it's been a few days, but we're back. Time to get the box all welded up. You can see, I got it put back together from putting my plastic slats in and gluing them down. Now I'm ready to weld the whole entire thing back together. And you see I got my top, and I got my middle slides in. And then I have a strap pulling everything together, so it's nice and tight. Everything's together. But I'm going to be TIG welding the full thing. Not completely, but all the welding I do will be TIG. As this is my first time actually TIG welding anything. It's probably not going to be the best, but we'll see what we can do. But alright, so I got it put together. I got everything squared away correctly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack everything together and then check it all again. So I'm going to tack this side over here. Helps if you have the ground on. Okay, and with that, I pretty much have all my little spots with a small bead and for now, so I'll stay together. I can move it around, I can flip it up down to make it easier to fully weld everything else that I need to weld in. Alright, the next piece I'm going to be welding in is my back piece. I'm going to stand it up. I'm going to put that on. Alright, I'm going to go tack the other corner. Alright, so that's pretty much all the welding I need to do in my box. I just need to clean up some of the welds, add a little bit more, a few places that make it a little bit more rigid. So I'm going to do that, finish that once this is all done, and then I'm going to move on to the drawers. But that'll be it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, if you didn't enjoy it, send it to an enemy. Make them suffer with you. thank you again for watching, and next one in the next video I'll be putting together the drawers for this.